Hello, Jay-Ton team. Welcome to this instructional video on SIFs, Serious Injuries and Fatalities. You might be wondering, what exactly is a SIF? A SIF is an incident, or even a near miss, that has the potential to result in death or a life-altering injury. These are not your everyday bumps and bruises. SIF events are rare, but when they occur, the consequences are devastating. Our goal in this training is simple: to help you recognize the warning signs, predict where SIFs are likely to occur, and take action before they do. One of the most powerful tools we use to do that is something called SIF Precursor Analysis. A SIF precursor is any high-risk situation, condition, or behavior that increases the likelihood of a serious incident. These are red flags, early indicators that something on the job site could lead to a life-changing event if not addressed. By analyzing these precursors, looking at trends, behaviors, and common root causes, we can start to see the patterns. We stop reacting to incidents and start predicting and preventing them. SIF precursor analysis shifts our mindset from general hazard awareness to targeted SIF prevention, where we prioritize the risks that matter most. As we move through this training, we'll explore what these precursors look like in the field, how to identify them, and how to respond before someone gets hurt. Because at Jay-Ton, safety isn't just a policy, it's a responsibility we carry for ourselves and each other. Now let's walk through the scoring system used in the SIF precursor analysis. For each item in the analysis, you'll assign a score based on the observed conditions on your project. 1 if the condition is present, 0.5 if the condition is partially present, 0 if the condition is not present. Once all sections are scored, add up your total. If your total score is 6 or higher, that means a SIF event is more likely than not to occur on your project. This scoring system helps us quantify risk and take action where it matters most before a serious incident happens. To better understand how SIF events relate to all incidents on our job sites, let's take a look at the SIF Pyramid. This pyramid illustrates a critical insight. Not all incidents are equal. While we may see hundreds of minor incidents, near misses, or unsafe conditions, research shows that a small percentage of these, roughly 20%, carry the potential to result in a serious injury or fatality. These are the SIF potential events. The pyramid shows us that by focusing our attention on the precursors and warning signs of these high-risk events, we can make the biggest impact on preventing life-altering outcomes. So while every safety concern matters, we must prioritize the ones that can kill or seriously harm someone, and the SIF pyramid helps us do exactly that. Now that we understand the risk, the scoring system, and the SIF pyramid, let's dive into the actual Jay-Ton SIF precursor analysis. This tool is broken down into 4 key sections, each designed to uncover different types of SIF risk factors on your project. Let's walk through each one. Poor work planning. This section identifies issues where planning is either missing or poorly executed. 1.1. Crew members are unaware of the Standard Operating Procedure SOP. 1.2. There's no plan, or a poor one, to handle changes in the work. 1.3. There's no JSA, PTP, or other relevant discussions specific to the task. These are early signs of disorganization, and disorganization leads to danger. Productivity safety stressors. This section focuses on performance pressures that increase risk. 2.1. Significant overtime is occurring. 2.2. Fatigue is evident among the crew. 2.3. There's pressure from scheduling or productivity demands. 2.4. Past safety performance has been poor. 2.5. Crew members are not actively engaged in safety. When production overtakes protection, SIF potential rises fast. Vulnerability to high energy. Here we look at exposure to uncontrolled energy sources, the kind that cause serious harm. 3.1. There are no control barriers or visual warnings in place. 3.2. The line of fire is not controlled. 3.3. Crew members are improvising rather than following procedure. High energy hazards need high-level attention, or someone could pay the price. Outside safety influences. This section evaluates external factors that affect safety on the job site. 4.1. There's limited safety supervision present. 4.2. Superintendents or foremen are inexperienced or ineffective. 4.3. Workers appear distracted. 4.4. Someone is working alone. Point 5. The workspace is crowded or congested. These conditions may seem minor, but combined, they create the perfect storm for SIFs. After completing all sections, total your score and determine whether a SIF is likely on your project. Remember, if your total score is 6 or higher, that's a strong indicator that a SIF is more likely than not to occur. This process isn't about checking a box, it's about catching the red flags before someone gets seriously hurt. In our next instructional, we'll walk through a real-world example of how to complete this analysis on site and what to do when warning signs appear. That wraps up our overview of the Jay-Ton SIF Precursor Analysis. By learning to identify these early warning signs, we're not just improving our projects, we're protecting lives. SIF prevention starts with awareness, but it only works when we each take ownership of safety on our site. Your attention to detail, your willingness to speak up, and your commitment to doing things the right way. That's what makes the difference. Thank you for taking the time to learn and apply this tool.